them back in their chamois storage bag. I reached in the closet for a silver sequined pair of sandals, shoving my feet between the toe thongs. Cute. My dark hair, which had been in a bun all day, was loose and curly. For once, it fell in beachy waves and not an unruly mass of frizz. Stanley let out a sharp bark, then launched his compact body off the bed and tore out of the room. Aha, Dad must be here to pick up the dog. I didn't like leaving either of them alone for hours on end. Sure enough, a few moments later there was a knock, then the rattling of the doorknob. "Coming!" I called out. Stanley pranced on his golden paws, his toenails clicking on the hardwood floor. Next to me, Dad was his favorite human, with Noah a close third. I flung open the door to find Dad holding a bottle of wine in each hand. "Lana, you don't need to keep the lock bolted like that. We're on island time here. How soon you've forgotten our laid-back ways." He pushed past me, striding into the house and stopping in the middle of the living room. "Your mother and I didn't lock the doors. We lived here for 25 years and never had a problem." "I'm aware of that, since I was here for 18 of those years with you. I feel safer when things are locked up tight. Old Miami habits die hard." Dad set the 2 bottles on the glass coffee table. He sank onto my overstuffed olive green sofa, and Stanley flung himself into Dad's lap. A vigorous face-licking commenced. I rested my hands on my hips and motioned with my nose at the wine. "Planning on drinking with the dog tonight?" "Heck no! I'm not imbibing this month. It's sober September. I'm trying an experiment. No substances." "Stanley, down! Don't stick your tongue in my mouth." "Sober September? That's a new one." Dad had a medical marijuana card. "This wine's for you. I didn't think you'd have time to buy a decent bottle to bring to Noah's tonight." "Thanks. I'd planned on picking one up." It had been a busy Saturday, and my father's considerate gesture allowed me to relax a little. "Noah mentioned once that he enjoyed a good Merlot, and I know you like your Chardonnay. I was at that fancy new wine store chatting with the owner. Did you know she came all the way from Minneapolis to open her shop here?" "Oh, yeah? Hang on, I need to grab something in the bathroom. Keep talking." And talk he did. By the time I plucked my makeup bag off the counter and returned to the living room, he detailed the background of the store owner and her favorite grape varietal, Cabernet Sauvignon. He even knew the owner's husband's profession, coral reef researcher, and his favorite wine, Pinot. I had to laugh. Dad was such a gossipy extrovert, it was difficult not to marvel at his natural charm. He was the kind of guy everyone loved. People felt compelled to tell him things. "She sounds nice," I murmured absent-mindedly, opening a pressed powder compact and dabbing some on my shiny nose. I angled my body toward a window for better light. Dad gently picked up Stanley and moved him to a tropical print pillow while wiping dog slobber off his silver beard. He leaned forward, grabbing the trophy I'd won a few hours earlier at the Sunshine State Barista Championship. "That was some coffee making today, Lana. You and Erica were incredible. I was so nervous for you both. What a showdown." He brought the prize close to his face and studied the inscription on the bottom. I smiled as I held the compact in one hand and wielded a lip gloss wand in the other. Erica was a barista at Perkatory, and we'd been a team, pulling espressos like a well-oiled Java machine. I was more shocked than anyone that we won. There was some serious competition. "Munchkin, I'm happy that you're happy, and thrilled you've done so well with Perkatory. It was touch and go a few months ago. I didn't think you or the coffee house would make it." Dad set the trophy down and leaned back, then made an exaggerated oof sound when Stanley jumped on his stomach with his front paws.